I was about to write and record all of that 2 days ago, but I had a monkey fart joke to tell. Today's subject is American McStimpy's NBC logo. So our story, wait, I didn't ask to chronicle a Toho. So apparently our subject is the latest invention of some scientist, but I think he was also responsible for freaking whipping off QB. She's like the chosen one to defeat the SkrullGals, but she'd rather watch the very cartoons she was so unhealthy inspired by. And an old friend too, what a surprise. And then, what the—
Captain, what the hell?
Well, it ain't a SkrullGals story if it doesn't involve some kind of a creepy fuck at the beginning of it. Apparently she's woken up by a bird being even more annoying than that fairy. It's a freaking weapon off because our SkrullGals is like on the move. Then after like 50 playthroughs of the hot coffee mode and nothing else, she's now
Ready for action.
for the most tedious task of painting every single wall in the town red. So much for the so-called hard 2D fighting. Also, she's like a terrorist or something. So after projectile spamming Fiskell Headless Horn, the leader of the freaking whip-off of
The umbrella from like fucking Resident Evil!
for no reason at all, and violating the law every single time she thinks she's like the juggernaut bitch. Can't wait to see her favorite TV show already again, and her sidekick's like a wrestling fan, but then at this point I'm surprised nobody did the somebody stood up as a bomb joke, considering, you know, predictably everyone's dead on arrival. Apparently some Dr. freaking whip-off of Melina was responsible for this. I thought cliche is bailed again. Patricia goes outside and discovers she has a freaking whip-off of herself. And they duke it out in a projectile spamming match. No surprises who would win. So our creepy lesbian references Animaniacs
Oh god, Brian, you're from the 90s!
meets and accuses the blatant nurse fetishist bait, but she's like, you have to be this old to gather information. I was like, what?
A bomb.
Yeah, she really literally blows up the bitch's medical license. So Peacock goes underground and finally meets Skull Monkeys. No, that's the final
Oh my god, JC, a bomb!
boss, and frankly, she makes Rachel Dracula look like Now, if this was SkrullGals, the director's cut, we'd be pretty sure we would be subjected to a deleted scene where M. Night Shyamalan like browses the trope store looking for yet another tyrant twist to solve in. Believe me, there's no way to explain the reveal of Mary being Peacock's young lost friend or something. I expected her to be a sister or something. But anyway, she's obligated by her own orders to stop her, and Miss wish it was that Bloody Mary proves her own orders right by showing her like dead parents or something. So then Peacock like wants to beat Mary enough so then can still be like friends or something.
Guess you'll have to go with that minimum force approach, huh?
And
Get out of there, it's gonna blow!
about 2 minutes of projectile spamming later, she gets a hold of the stone that can grant her wishes, but she has everything anyway, so she's like, fuck wishes, and destroy the stone. Then Mary says she could use this powerful footage for revenge or something, and they both say thanks, and Mary like dies because why the fuck not? That mood certainly lasts for long when the next thing we see is Peacock visiting like grandparents or something who are in the charge of the facility that did things to her and Mary and Hans' gang as well. Apparently, so understandably they are not in a good terms indeed. Halo 2 style cliffhanger ending, whatever. And then Terry Bogart's bastard son gets all defensive over this video like a fucking TV trooper,
This explains everything.
at which point I'd like to stab him in the overballs.
You've lost your balls. You've lost your balls. You've lost your balls. You've lost your balls. You've lost your balls.
And do other completely unrelated shit just to prove you that
And you decided that it's a good idea to put a title of a skeleton smoking a fatty in the game. You know 10-year-olds are gonna be playing this game. You just don't do that. That's not what you do.
Now, if you excuse me, I have a venture I'd like you to recommend more. Monkey business!